So I decided I'm going to start working on this passenger side fender. And you can see I got a bunch of clamps on there holding in my 1/4 inch round into that curled edge. There used to be a really small wire in there and I opened it up. So now both sides are the same with the bigger 1/4 inch round in there. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is make a bunch of templates and see if the fenders are the same on both sides. Because they've been hit a number of times. I want to make sure there's no damage that you can see after I'm done with all this. So considering this fender hit into some kind of like concrete block or something and folded it all the way in, I think that's really good. I mean, I got no mud on this right now, so I had to heat shrink this a whole lot to get it this close. So I'm going to check it up and down and a few other places. And when I'm done heat shrinking it, then I can put the rod in. So I always say if you don't use duct tape on a project, you must not be getting creative enough. So I got done working on the fender. And I need to do a little bit of adjustment. And I need to grind this gap a little bit, maybe get it to where it's more uniform and somewhere around a 1/4 inch wide. I have to do that same thing on the other side. And I'm going to put some stripping on there eventually. I had talked about cutting more off the bottom of the cab. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to make some stripping along the bottom edge there and shim that gap. So there's the hood with it all cut. And the other fender's fully mounted. And I changed this, there used to be something right here. Used to be a couple hood pins. It wasn't working very well, so I decided to go with this instead, with some rubber on it. Now I have this thing sticking out, and that acts to center the hood. It works much better than the hood pin did. And so I'm ready to start working on the other headlight now. Plus I have to get a little dent out of here. A little dent right around here. Or actually a bump up in the air. So that gap's pretty small. I need to cut more on that gap. I probably could open it up another 3/16 of an inch. So that's where I'm at right now. And then I got to do some work in the back of this bed here. Cut this tube up and make my supports for the roll cage. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So I'll see you. Have a happy Thanksgiving.